Let's
Hi.
do this, friends. Okay, I'm gonna mute everyone and go ahead. If you prefer to put on music or anything like that in your own space, go for it. Let me spotlight myself. Okay, we've got core today, unfortunately. Every time I have core, I'm like angry. Just kidding. It's all a little bit of core. If you have a block, grab it and have it somewhere that you'll be able to grab it when we need it. I'm going to cue with the block, so, like just a little bit today, but if you don't have one, you'll be fine. No worries. So go ahead. Let's just start laying down. Have your block just sitting off to the side for now. Lay down on your back. And it might feel really nice just to stretch your body a little bit. Take your legs and your arms out long. Maybe even draw your knees in, take a little rock. And then come to rest in my favorite pose, constructive rest pose. So feet on the ground with your knees bent. Feet a little bit wider than your hips. And just let your knees kind of fall in towards each other. And then you choose. Your arms can rest out by your sides. Maybe it even feels good to goalpost your arms against the ground. Maybe you bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. And eventually, just close your eyes. And start to notice everything around you. It's creating this present moment. So feel into the space you are in. The energy of the room you're in. The air on your skin, the temperature, the texture of it. The sounds. Maybe even smells. And then start to notice anything going on inside. So notice any physical sensations that might be present for you. Notice any emotions that you might have kind of flowing through. Notice the rise and fall of your breath. And next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you possibly can. Take a moment to hold at the top. Maybe even sip in a little bit extra. And then open your mouth and big sigh, let it go. Ah. Do that 2 more times. So inhale, fill up. Take that moment, pause in fullness. And when you're ready, open your mouth and let it go. Ah. One more time. So biggest inhale, you've taken all morning long. Hold. Let that breath circulate around, fill up all the little spaces. And big open mouth sigh when you're ready. Let it go. Ah. Seal your lips and begin to drop into your Ujjayi breath now. So in and out by way of the back of your throat. And see if you can make each inhale really big, really spacious. Feel it move all the way down into your belly. And each exhale, long and strong and steady, all the way to emptiness. Taking a moment just to tune in to your breath, just to find your own internal rhythm. And then keep this breath, moving and flowing, and draw your knees towards your belly. You can grab your kneecaps, your shins, the backs of your thighs, and just kind of rock gently side to side. Maybe rock around a little circle. Give your low back a nice little massage against the ground. And then set your feet down for a moment with your knees bent again. Grab your block if you have one. If you don't have one, you can use anything in between your legs, anything that might work like a block. If you don't want to use anything, then no big deal. Just focus on squeezing your legs together. So you're going to put your block on the lowest setting, skinniest setting, in between your inner thighs, and then just extend your legs straight up towards the ceiling. And if you have tighter hamstrings, you might need to bend your knees a little or even a lot so that it doesn't pull on your low back. So bend your knees as much as needed. Legs straight up towards the sky. Active feet. So flex, point, or float. Bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers. Take a great big inhale right here. Squeeze your block or squeeze your legs together. And then as you exhale, lift your head, neck, shoulders off the ground. Stay here as you breathe in, squeeze your block, and see if you can reach your feet higher towards the sky, kind of tuck your tailbone. Take one more exhale, lift your head even higher without pulling with your arms. And then let it go. Relax your upper body, relax your tailbone. Take an inhale here. Exhale, navel to spine, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Stay here as you breathe in, squeeze your block, tuck your tailbone, reach your toes towards the sky. Stay here as you breathe out. See if you can lift your upper body just a tiny bit higher. Don't pull with your arms. And then inhale, relax. Exhale, we're going again. Lift your upper body. Squeeze your block. Inhale, see if you can reach your toes up, tuck your tailbone. Stay as you exhale, lift higher through your upper body, through your shoulders. Inhale, relax your upper body down. 2 more like that. Exhale, lift. Not pulling with your arms. Stay as you breathe in, squeeze your block, reach your feet up. Exhale, hold, draw your low belly down towards the ground. Inhale, release your upper body. And last one, exhale, lift. Stay here as you breathe in. Let your head fall into your hands. Reach your toes up higher. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, lift, lift, lift. Draw your low belly down and inhale, release your upper body. Release your feet to the ground. Take your block out. Set it to the side for a moment. Bring your feet together, knees apart. You can let your arms just relax out by your sides. And if you want, kind of flutter your knees up and down. Take some big deep breaths. Good job, you guys. And lift your knees back up, feet on the ground. Bring your block into that same placement. This time we're just setting up for a bridge pose. So feet face directly forward, toes face directly forward. Your ankles and your heels come straight down from your knees. Arms down by your sides. Exhale, pull your belly down, scoop your tailbone up, and then slowly peel your spine off your mat, coming into your bridge pose. Keep squeezing your block with your inner thighs. When you get to the top of your bridge, you might kind of shimmy your shoulders back and forth and work them underneath you. If you want, you can interlace your fingers, or you could even take robot arms. Lift your chin up away from your chest, press down through the back of your head. Squeeze your block with your inner thighs and really press through your heels and the inner edges of your feet. Maybe even pick up your toes and spread them apart. Breathe, big deep breaths down into your belly. So stretch through your abdominal muscles now. Take about 3 more full rounds. Feel that opening in the front of your body. Feel that opening in the front of your hips even. Good job, you guys. If you have your shoulders underneath you, work them out from under you. Reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling. One more inhale, lift your hips a tiny bit higher. Exhale to slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Once you're back in a neutral spine position, remove your block. Set it to the side, tee out your arms. Bring your feet bring your feet mat width distance apart. Windshield wiper your knees side to side a few times. Good work. Bring your knees back to center, draw them in, hug them in, rock it out. And then from here, you can find your way onto your hands and your knees however you want. If you want to come with me, I'm going to rock forward and back a few times. So rock and roll, maybe 4 or 5 rocks. Make them as smooth as you can, a little bit of core engagement. And then eventually rock up, cross your ankles, and bring your hands to the ground in front of you. So just kind of roll over your feet. You'll probably need to crawl yourself back to the center of your mat. Once you're there, you're nice and centered, you're on your hands and knees. Just start to move either through cat-cows or any other intuitive movement that feels good here. Feeling around, feeling into your front body, back body, side bodies, maybe your shoulders, your hips. And then in your next couple of breaths or so, we'll meet in downward facing dog. So start your transition back to down dog when you are ready. Once you're in your down dog, friends, option to explore with me. So if you want to do your own thing, that's totally fine. If you want to come with me, feet about hips width distance apart, and just roll onto the outer edge of your right foot and the inner edge of your left foot. Keep your hips really high. Keep lengthening through your spine, pushing the ground away. Little flexion, a little bit of flexion through your toes. Take one more breath. And then just come back through center and switch to the other side. So outer edge of left foot, inner edge of right foot against the ground. Breathe. Good, and then bring it back to center. Walk your feet out to the width of your mat now, so nice and wide. Press into your right hand, press back through your left heel. Shift your hips over to the left a little bit. The left leg as straight as you can get it, and send your breath at the back of your left leg. Then switch it up, press into your left hand, press back through your right heel, shift your hips over to the right. Breathe. Good work. And then back to center. You can adjust your feet if you want, hips with distance, or maybe you like your feet together even. Take one more big inhalation into your down dog. Exhale, look to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Once you've arrived, find your halfway lift position, breathe in. Exhale, bow and let it go. Root through your feet, let's rise all the way to stand, arms to the sky. Hands to heart center, exhale. All right, flow with breath. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow dive all the way down. Lift halfway with your inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, plank position. We're gonna take side plank. Right hand is your base, roll onto the baby toe edge of right foot, left arm up. Lift your hips really high. Feel free to modify if you want by bringing your right knee down, no big deal. If your bottom knee is not on the ground, hips super high. That'll take weight out of your wrist, out of your shoulder. Option to reach your left arm forward. Maybe even float your left leg up. Take one more huge breath. And then slowly and intentionally, we're gonna take it to the other side. So through plank, over to your left side. Right arm to the sky, lift your hips. Breathe, soften your face. Soften your outer shell. Your right arm might reach forward. Your right leg might float up. Give it everything you've got. One more round. End of your exhale, plank or modify. Inhale at the top to push the ground away. And exhale, lower down. We're going to stay nice and low, baby cobra. So keep your hands on the ground for now, but lift using the strength in your back body. So rather than pushing down with your hands, imagine you're trying to pull back and drag your chest further forward. Point your elbow tips straight back, shoulders down away from your ears. Feel all that strength in your back body. See if you can just hover your hands about a ½ inch above the ground. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Spider-Man Cobra, bring your hands out wide. Inhale, lift your heart up on your fingertips. Exhale, twist to your right and dip your left shoulder down just a bit. Inhale, come back to center, heart lifts. Other side with your exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release. Rise up to hands and knees, tabletop. Okie doke. From tabletop, let's take our right arm forward, left leg back, spinal balance. So long, strong, powerful line of energy. Reach as far as you can. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, round and hollow out. Inhale, get long, strong, and powerful. Elbow to knee as you exhale, round your spine, hollow out your belly, empty out completely. Inhale, re-extend. One more time like that, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. As you exhale this time, right arm reaches straight back. Bend your left knee, left heel towards your butt. Lift your heart and gaze forward. This might be where you stay, otherwise grab hold of your foot or your ankle. Once you've got it, work your pose with gentle leverage. So kick and pull. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Hug in with your inner thighs. Breathe down into your belly. Soften your face, one last round. End of your exhale, slow release back to spinal balance. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, tabletop. Come down to your forearms, set up for a dolphin pose. So grab opposite elbows if that helps you. Forearms either parallel, palms face down, fingers spread, press especially into thumbs and index. If you want to modify, you can interlace your fingers instead. Take a moment to just relax your neck, let your head be heavy. Before you even lift your knees off the ground, press down firmly through the belly of your forearms. And hug in with your elbows and your upper arms. So feel all that strength that you've created. Keep that, tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips. Dolphin, 5 deep breaths. You can stay where you're at, or if you want, right leg to the sky. If you want, you could even try a little hops towards forearm stand, totally up to you. Wherever you choose to go, just make sure your breath is there. Keep pressing down through your forearms. Keep hugging in with your upper arms. Don't let your elbows drift apart. Don't let your head touch the ground. Soften your face. Take 2 more rounds. Big deep breaths. Good work, friends. One last inhale. If you want, open mouth sigh. Right foot down, knees down. Embryo pose. So sit your hips back to your heels and reach your hands back towards your heels. Palms can either face up or you can grab hold of your heels if it's available to you.
Take some big deep breaths into your back body. Good work. Couple more grounding breaths here. And then find your way into downward facing dog. All right, from your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee towards your left elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, right knee towards your right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to your nose. Step forward, low lunge. Rise up to a crescent lunge as you're ready. You can take your time to rise up, settle in, find stability through your legs, and lift your heart. Find your breath. Let's take one more inhale. And then as we exhale, turbo twist to your right. So left arm forward, right arm back, bend your back knee to a hover. Broaden through the fronts of your shoulders. Back knee is hovering above the ground, and imagine you're trying to drag it forward. Maybe even gaze back over your back fingertips. Take one more breath. Use your exhale to twist. Inhale back to crescent lunge. And then as you exhale, open up to a warrior two. So pivot your back heel down and adjust your legs if you need to. So you might even look down at your feet, adjust if needed. Tuck your front knee open towards your pinky toe. Don't let it fall in. Start to reach forward as far as you can. So reach, reach, reach. And then when you're ready, side angle, just tip it over. Your right arm towards the ground, left arm towards the sky, or maybe your left arm reaches forward. Half bind or full bind, if it's in your practice, feel free to go there. Take about 2 more breaths in your side angle. From side angle, we're going to move into a balancing half moon. So this might be a place you want to use your block again. Start to reach your right hand forward and float your back leg off the ground. Left arm can reach straight up, or if there's a variation you want to work with, feel free. Take about 2 or 3 more breaths. Back leg is strong, back foot is active. Everything is open, your hips, your heart, your shoulders. Good work, friends. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, nice and easy, forward fold. So top of your mat, forward fold. Bring your big toes to touch, and then tuck and curl a little tiny potato bug ball. Butt towards the ground, nose towards your knee. You can leave your hands down, or if you want, you can wrap your arms around your shins. And give yourself a big squeeze, get as small as you can, breathe into your back body. Good work. Next inhalation, halfway lift, heels down, spine long. You can widen your stance if you want. Exhale, fold and bow. Root through your feet. Let's take it all the way up to stand, arms reach, stretch it out. Hands to heart center, exhale. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, slow dive down, forward fold. Breathe in, find your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Again, we're going into a version of side plank, this time on our forearms. So come down to your forearms first, forearm plank, and then roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot, left arm to the sky, forearm side plank. Left arm might reach forward, left leg might float up. Good way to modify this one if you want to is to step your left foot out in front of you, like you're stepping on your foot for support. Find your fullest expression. Lift your hips. One more round. End of your exhale, slowly, intentionally switch to the other side. So come through your forearm plank, roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Keep lifting your hips really high so you should feel your left obliques, those side abdominals firing. Option to reach your right arm forward, maybe even float your right leg up. So fullest expression, lift your hips, breathe, one last round. End of your exhale, forearm plank. From forearm plank, one arm at a time, come back up to your high plank. Inhale, push the ground away. Exhale to slowly lower. Stay low, baby cobra, use your back strength. Hold for just a moment. Press down through your shoelaces, press down through your pelvis. Lengthen through the back of your neck. One more inhale, maybe float your hands just a millimeter above the ground. And release. Spider-Man Cobra, just like we did before. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, twist to your right. Back to center, breathe in. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center, breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Hands frame your mid-ribs, press up to hands and knees. All right, spread your fingers wide, push the ground away, so find your strength, find your stability. Then left arm forward, right leg back, spinal balance. Strong, straight, powerful line. Keep pushing through your right fingertips. Keep lifting, belly button in and up, navel to spine. Hips are square. Take one more inhale, nice and long. Exhale, elbow to knee, slow motion. Inhale, lengthen. Just like that. Again, elbow to knee like you're moving through molasses. Inhale, get long. One last time with your breath, elbow to knee. All the way to empty. Inhale, reach. And then moving towards our half bow, left arm reaches back, right knee bends, heel towards your butt. Lift your heart, gaze forward. If you can, grab your ankle or the top of your foot, and then start to work your pose. Hug in with your inner thighs. Breathe down into your belly. Lift through your heart, soften through your face. Take one more round, your fullest expression. End of your exhale, nice and easy. Back to your spinal balance. Inhale there. And exhale, set everything down, tabletop. We got one more dolphin. Come down to your forearms. If it's helpful, again, grab opposite elbows. That's how far apart you want your arms. Relax your neck. Press down through your forearms. Hug in with your upper arms. Tuck your toes. And lift those knees off the ground. Lift your hips as high as possible. Walk your toes as close as you can to your elbows. Stay where you are at, or left leg to the sky. Use your left leg to take weight out of your upper body. You can hop if you want. You do not have to, but maybe you're playful with it. About 3 more big deep breaths. Press down through your forearms. Hug in with your upper arms. Lift from your center. Good job, my friends. One last round. Bring your left foot back down. Bring your knees down. And again, find an embryo pose. Reach back, grab your heels, or just let your palms rest facing up. Big deep breaths into your low back. Good job, nicely done. Take one last grounding breath here. And then downward facing dog. All right, from your dog pose, next inhale, left leg to the sky. Stretch it out. And exhale, left knee, right elbow, or just as close as you can come. Push the ground away. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, left to left. Aim for your tricep, aim for your armpit even. Inhale, back up. And last one, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly, then step through. Rise in your own time. Crescent lunge. So take a moment, settle in, stability through your legs. And then your own expression through your upper body. Feel into it, breathe into it. Take one more inhale. Exhale, turbo twist, right arm forward, left arm back, bend your back knee. Twist from your center, broaden through your shoulders. Weight is nice and centered, so you're not leaning forward. Imagine you're trying to pull your back thigh forward, and if you want an extra challenge, gaze back over your left fingertips. Take one more round of breath. Maybe even get a little lower in your legs. Inhale back to crescent. Exhale, warrior two, open up. So back heel pivots down, hips open. If you need to, look down at your feet and make any adjustments. Wrap your left butt cheek underneath you. Wrap your front knee open towards your pinky toe. Start to reach forward so your upper body reaches when you can't reach any further. Tip it over, left arm towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. Maybe left elbow to your thigh, maybe right arm forward, half bind or full bind if that's in your practice and you feel like going there. Make sure you're breathing, make sure everything is still open. So your heart wants to look up. Take about 2 more rounds, working your side angle, feeling whatever there is to feel. And then we're going to move from our side angle into our balancing half moon. So you might bring your right hand to your hip as you make the transition. You might grab your block with your left hand. Start to reach your left hand forward as you float your back leg off the ground. And then in your half moon, start to work around, start to explore if you want to. Back leg is strong and powerful. Everything is still nice and open, hips, heart, shoulders. Take about 2 more breaths. Good work. One last big inhale. And then as you exhale, nice and easy, forward fold. So right foot comes down to the top of your yoga mat. Bring your big toes to touch, a little gap in between your heels, tuck and curl. Your little tiny potato bug ball. You can wrap your arms around your shins if you want. Just breathe into your back body, your back ribs. Exhale, get as small, as compact as you can. Take 1 more round. Halfway lift, heels down, spine long, breathe in. You widen your stance if you want. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, rise up and stretch. Arms to the sky, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, inhale, stretch tall. Swan dive down as you breathe out. Breathe in, find your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. This time, just take your vinyasa however you would like to. End up in a child's pose. Just for a moment, resting, letting the ground hold you, reconnecting to your breath. Feel whatever there is to feel. Downward facing dog. From your down dog, right leg to the sky. Open up your right hip, bend your knee, reach it out and up. Feel that opening in the front of your right hip. So press down through your hands. Lift your right knee as high as you can. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, step your right foot all the way up to the top of your space. So low lunge. And then we're going to move from our low lunge into a wide-legged straddle. So bring your hands all the way over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet and straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift position. And then from your halfway lift, we're going to take a twist. So right hand down underneath your heart. You can bring your right hand to the block if you want. Left arm to the sky. Twist from your center. So feel right underneath your rib cage. That's where you want to feel the twist happening. Stay rooted through both feet. Stay level through both hips. If you want, you can wrap your left arm behind your back. Take 2 more breaths. And end of your next exhale, just switch to the other side. So unwind your left hand to the ground or left fingertips, right arm up. Try not to sink down into your left hip. Keep your hips level with one another. So if it helps, you might even bring your right hand to your low back, to your sacrum. See if your hips are level. Right arm can wrap behind at any time if you want. Ringing out with each breath. Just create a ringing out sensation with each exhale. A couple more. And when you feel pretty even on both sides, just let go of your twist. Hang out in your forward fold. Anywhere you want to go. Any little bits and pieces of your own exploration. Next inhale, come back to your halfway lift, fingertips just on the ground. Crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward so you're back in a low lunge. From low lunge, we're going to take it back to a 3-legged dog, so right leg up and back. And then from your 3-legged dog, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat, set your body down. Take a moment to find the strength and the structure of this pose first. Pull your right hip back as you take your heart forward and down. And if you know that this pose is better for you, it better serves you on your back or in a seat, feel free to take it there instead. Give yourself about 3, 4, 5, 6 breaths. If you want, last couple of rounds, open mouth sides. And then we're going to take it back to a 3-legged dog again. So as you're ready, just lift your upper body, plant your hands, tuck your back toes, push down, 3-legged dog, right leg back and up. You can give it a nice little shake out. And then option if you want to flip your dog. So right foot comes down behind you, right arm forward, heart forward, lift your hips. Back muscles hug around your spine. Breathe, one more huge breath. And then come back, regular down dog. Walk it out. If you want to move through your own vinyasa, feel free. Otherwise, just take a couple more breaths, feeling into your dog pose, feeling into the space and the length. All right, from down dog, inhale your left leg to the sky. Open up your left hip, bend your knee, reach out and up. So take a moment here to just feel that nice opening, that stretch in the front of your hip. Keep pressing through your hands, keep lifting from your center. One more inhale. Exhale slowly and softly, step your left foot all the way up to the top of your space. And then coming into our wide-legged straddle position. So walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat this time. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Halfway lift. We're gonna twist again, but this time option to take it further. So left hand on the ground, right arm to the sky. Or if you want, left hand to the outside of your right ankle, right arm wraps behind you, and think of it as more of a forward fold. So forehead towards your right shin, nose towards your right knee, or you might even see if you can look up towards the sky, open your heart towards the sky. Use that gentle leverage of your hand against your ankle. Take about 2 more breaths. And then let's switch to the other side. So maybe you stick with the variation we took before, right arm on the ground or right hand on the ground, excuse me, left arm to the sky, or right hand grabs the outside of your left ankle. Use that as leverage to work your twist, almost like you're folding over your left leg, or even like you're trying to let your heart look up towards the sky. So work your pose with gentle leverage, breathe into it. Use your breath. 2 more rounds, big and spacious. And as you're ready, just let it go. Wide-legged forward fold. Anywhere you want to take it, last couple of rounds here. Nice job, my friends. Next time you breathe in, come back to your halfway lift, fingertips down. Walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, back to your low lunge. From your low lunge, 3-legged down dog, left leg back and up. And then whenever you're ready, pigeon pose, left shin forward, gently set your body down. If you'd rather take it on your back or in a seat, of course, feel free. So pull your left hip back as you bring your heart forward. Breathe. Take your last couple breaths, open mouth size, more than welcome. And we're going to come back into a 3-legged down dog. So slowly begin to lift your upper body, plant your hands, tuck your back toes under, push into the ground, take your left leg back and up, give it that gentle shake out. And then option to flip if you want to. Left foot comes down. Reach forward, heart forward, press your hips up, feel the strength in your back body, couple more breaths. And then regular down dog, walk it out. And you can move through one last vinyasa on your own if you would like. And everybody come down to your hands and your knees. Transition into a seat. Legs extend straight forward. We're going to take a seated, just a regular seated forward fold. If it helps to sit up on top of a blanket or even a bolster, please feel free to do so. As you extend your legs forward, I like to take my inner thighs and just kind of spiral them down and get my butt out of the way. So I feel my sit bones on the ground, and ideally, we want to kind of feel the front edge of our sit bones on the ground. Flex your toes back and press down through your heels. So I have this bend in my knees, that's totally fine. Reach your arms up, lift your heart up, lots of length, breathe in. And then just like you're swan diving down, heart leads all the way down. When you can't lengthen anymore, your upper back can round, your neck can relax. Your hands can reach and grab wherever they can reach and grab. And then see if you can start to work the backs of your thighs a little closer to the ground, but continue to press through the backs of your heels as well. Big deep breaths. Your toes are flexed back towards your shins and they're pointing straight up. They're not rolling out or in. Use each exhale to empty out completely. Draw your belly button back. Hold just a little further. Take about 3 more breaths. Your butt's reaching back, your heart's reaching forward. Heels press down, backs of your thighs press down. Soften around the pose. And then very, very end of your next exhale, ever so slowly, just roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Head is the very last thing to lift and stack. Once your head is stacked, just bring your hands behind you, lean back. Point your fingers in towards your hips, or if that's too much on your wrist, you can point your fingers out to the sides of your mat. Spread your fingers wide, especially press down into thumbs and index fingers. Bring your legs together like you have a great big mermaid tail. Roll your shoulders back and down, lift your chest, puff up through your heart. Perfect place to stay. Otherwise, squeeze your legs together, press through your thumbs and your index fingers, especially press through your heels, lift your hips. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Squeeze your legs, lift your hips, don't let your head collapse back. Take 1 more round, pressing the thumbs and index. End of your exhale, come back down. Lower all the way onto your back, hug your knees in, little rock from side to side. Set your feet on the ground, knees bent. And let's take a supine spinal twist. I'm gonna cross my left knee on top of my right knee, like someone would sit in a chair if they're wearing a really short skirt. You don't have to take this variation, but option to take this variation if you want to. So left knee on top of right, left arm out to the left. Scoot your hips over to the left just a bit and then roll onto your right side. Gaze up or over your left shoulder. And as much as you're able to, keep your shoulders square towards the sky. Breathe. End of your next exhale. Come back through center. Uncross your legs. And some sort of neutralizing movement. So maybe hug your knees in, little rock, maybe windshield wiper a couple times. As you're ready, start setting yourself up for that same twist on the other side. So either your own variation or right knee on top of left, right arm out to the right, hip scoot over to the right just a little bit, and then roll onto your left side. Gaze up or over right shoulder and breathe. And then as you're ready, friends, bring your legs back up. Uncross them. Get a little bit of neutralization, a little rock, windshield wipers, big squeeze, full body stretch, anything goes. And then eventually find a happy baby pose. Grab the soles of your feet. Pull down with your arms, press up through your heels, flex back through your toes. Okay, rock gently. You can explore. Maybe you want to bring your feet together. Maybe you want to extend your legs up almost like you're in a plow pose. So feel free, a little bit of play, a little bit of exploration. And then just slowly, in your own time, start transitioning into your final relaxation, your final resting pose. And make yourself real comfortable. So if you want to put a blanket on top of you or any extra layers of clothing, maybe a bolster underneath your knees, something like that. And as you settle in, my friends, I'll read to you. This is by Jeff Foster. Feel your feelings. Let them be alive in the body. Let them be gentle or intense. Think your thoughts. Let them come and go. Let them stay. Let them depart. Remember, there is only this moment. Even if it's not okay right now, can it be okay? Can it be okay for the belly to feel tingly, warm, or tight? For the chest to feel heavy? For the throat to feel contracted? Or for the head to feel pressured? For the breath to breathe the way it is breathing? For the heart to pound as it must? For thoughts to be whirring around? For this moment to be exactly as it is, including the urge for it to be otherwise. You do not have to hold up your life. It is already holding itself. You only have to live a single moment. So it's okay, even when it's not. For these last few moments as you rest, everything is okay, even if it's not. Just feel whatever's there without resistance, without trying to change it or control it. Just feeling this moment
and this moment exactly as it is. You don't have to do anything. Simply just soak it in. I'll bring you out of your Shavasana in just a couple. So just stay and be with yourself. Noticing what comes, noticing what goes, and just allowing it. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Feel your belly expand. And then let it go. You'll start to wiggle through fingers, toes. Just gently waking your physical body back up. And then as you're ready, roll to either side. Take a couple breaths there. And use your arms to slowly guide yourself back up into seated meditation. So sitting up when you're ready, nice and tall. Gather your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. And bow your head to your heart. Just acknowledge yourself for taking time out of your day to slow down, tune in, be a little more intentional, be a little more present. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, amazing folks. Love ya. Enjoy this snowy day. Stay warm.
Stay warm.
Mm.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Have the best day.